Welcome back, everyone. It's Jerry Hall, and today is April 5th. The roosters are crowing, the sun is peeking its head over the horizon, and another day has begun. Looking at the markets, looks like we're kind of just, eking along, nothing really big going on here. I want to start this off with some perspective. My thoughts as I look at this XRP ecosystem, which contains both a individual person component as well as corporate industrial components, this whole system of moving value. I'm reminded by posts like this from Guy that we are still in such early days. One of the wonderful things about the XRP product is that it really is designed to serve both individuals as well as businesses. It's really going to be about adoption, and adoption doesn't happen without expansion. That's the perspective I have on it. I would really like yours. Share a comment below. Let me know what you think. My personal opinion is, as more wallets are opened, as more contracts are signed with Ripple to use RippleNet, that expansion, whether it be both from the person to person or in the corporate sector, is going to be where we see the real growth. Now, the question has always been, what's the tipping point? At what point does the demand for the system exceed the demand in the inventory that's available? Inventory available is the circulating supply. The system is users on the system. I don't know that answer. I've been searching for it. I've been given information by various people, and to me it's the $64 million question, really. But I'm encouraged by the growth, and I hope that you are too. This next tweet, I love this Twitter entity, this ODL payment volume bot. When I look at this guy here and I see that there are really only several entities reporting their ODL volumes. Now, it's been reported that there are more corridors than there are corridors being reported. I'm really looking forward to a day when comprehensive numbers are being reported on a daily basis or weekly basis, and we're getting that data. But at least we have something to start. Here, you'll see this is basically looking at the Bitstamp to Bitso USD to MS Mexican Peso corridor, the Bitstamp US dollar to Coins PH corridor, and the BTC markets to Bitstamp corridor, which is, I believe, the Aussie dollar to the US dollar. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the expansion of the reporting information that comes in from that. I hope that you are too. Boy, I'm telling you, a boy can dream. When I extrapolate out the possibility, and I have my speculator hat on, it was and has been the single bullish thought, context, feeling that I've had around this particular product since the very beginning. And it's actually tangible metrics are being reported. I mean, it's so encouraging and sometimes deflating, because I don't know about you folks, but I've fallen victim to that expecting more sooner than what's actually happened. But I don't think it, the time frame doesn't change the reality of the actual underlying volume value proposition. So I remain bullish despite the fact that we remain at around 18 cents. This tweet from Crypto Eddie, Crypto Eddie, one of my absolute favorite YouTubers, is showing that it's the expansion of RippleNet as it pertains to the Asian markets is wonderful. Continued investment happens, and with continued investment comes value creation. I guess it always comes back to the when. There's no doubt it's happening. It's when does that value get realized in the asset that we're holding? There are many speculating about it. Boy, I sure love hearing information that confirms the bias that I have. I look forward to more news in the future. Thank you, Eddie, for all that you do. I wanted to bring up this tweet from Evan Cristal. This highlights to me and shows kind of a real visual representation of things that I and all of us should be aware of. I'm not saying be an alertist or be an alarmist or believe Armageddon's happening. But one thing I know is that people will do what they believe in the moment they need to do. Rule of law is important. It's a system and a structure that I believe in, and I'm sure that you do also. But when push comes to shove, if the only option a person believes they have to feed their child or continue their life, people will do crazy things. People will rob, people will steal. Home invasions are being reported. I'm asking you all to take care of yourself. Be smart. Take some things into your own hands, like secure your homes to the best of your ability. Don't flaunt your resources. In times of crisis, people will do crazy things. So be safe, folks. I bring this post up to illustrate a point, and I'll be honest. When I first read this, it wasn't really shocking. Whereas in the information that came out of the 2008-2009 crisis, when I would see things like this, CEOs and C-suite management teams getting bonuses as their stockholders and the holders of the debt for the company get absolutely bent over the table and taken advantage of without even the courtesy of a reach around or any Vaseline. It just absolutely drives me nuts. And it reminds me of this point, what does it take for us to learn a lesson? Here we go through in 2008, 2009, this incredibly culturally altering experience. Flaws in the system are exposed for all of us to see. People in mass congregating, the Occupy Wall Street movement. Hey, we're outraged that corporate bigwigs are raping the economy. Even though they're playing within the rules suck. Let's change the rules. Well, how do we change the rules in a democratic society? Well, we get rid of the politicians that continue to implement rules that go against the tenets and beliefs of the populace. Well, it doesn't look like anything really changed. Here's a company, an American shale oil producer, giving out $14.6 million in cash bonuses right before they file for bankruptcy. In other words, basically, all those people holding the corporate bonds might get 10, 20 cents on the dollar. The shareholders, they're going to get raped. When you have shares in a company, you don't have a contract. The bond is a contract, so you'll probably get something because there are real assets. Somebody will buy this company, hold the assets, either depreciate them and wait. And just that's not even any of the knock-on effects that's going to come from this, as the employees now have to go look for work in a market that is going to be absolutely turned on its head. The US and Canadian oil producers are just getting hammered. But this is just crazy. This is crazy. I wish I knew how to fix this. I really do. I thought we were in a system where we could vote for who we believe stood for the principles that we believed in. But it seems to be the same old song and dance, no matter who we put into office. Isn't that silly? It's crazy. I don't understand it. Maybe someday I will. Love to hear your comments below on this. Now I want to play this video from you. This video I was made aware of obviously through Chip from On the Chain. And you guys know that I do a one-on-one interview show on that platform, which I just adore doing. It's one of my favorite things to do. There are always practical pieces of actionable intelligence, actual information that I can put into my life. And taking a precaution like, wearing a mask when I'm in a highly populated area is not a bad precaution. This little video will, in a couple of seconds, excuse me, show you exactly how to take a bandana and some hair bands and make a mask. Check this out. I thought it was excellent. This is wonderful information to file back there in the back of the cranium. Isn't that great? Isn't that absolutely incredible? I think that's good stuff right there. I mean, that's a practical thing that can happen, health crisis or not. A fire breaks out. You know what I mean? And I mean, there's just all kinds of applications. Help keep smoke out of your lungs. Maybe help, if you wanted to be one of those people that is going to, do some looting. This is the quick way to make a mask for looting. No, I'm just kidding. I do not recommend looting. Not a supporter. Anyway, speaking of supporters, this last one here is something I'm going to throw out there. I did not know what I did not know until I knew it. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is I have learned a process to help support the YouTubers that I want to support. There are many YouTubers that provide a tremendous amount of content. I am not in a financial situation to really support them in a way that I would like to, I am able to do a $5 coil a month subscription, which every YouTuber, whether they're a coil subscriber or not, if they have their YouTube channel with the coil enabled who's he what's it, they can receive micropayments for me as I'm consuming their content. That I do. But then there's something else I do. For instance, here's a young man, they call him the digital asset investor. If I want to support him, I can press the subscribe button. What that does is that tells YouTube that I want his content. Another metric that they look at are these notifications. I can go up here and get notifications from YouTube when he posts. Now, we all know these things exist, but do we know what they do for the YouTuber that we are trying to support? When I press the subscribe button and I press the notification bell, I'm telling YouTube that that YouTuber has value to me. When I press a like on a video that I'm consuming for that YouTuber, it tells it tells the company YouTube that this YouTuber has value. When I come down here and I engage in the comment section of his video, I'm telling YouTube that I watch and engage with this guy. These are all metrics that YouTube uses to help put them in a good search position, but also in their compensation from YouTube from ad revenue. And in these times, it takes me, what does it take me? It takes me 3 or 4 seconds, another 3 or 4 seconds to add a comment when the video's done on what was going on. And if those things can help this YouTuber, then I want to do that because I want to support this system. I want to support the people that do research. I want to support the people that are providing content. You know, I want to support this ecosystem. Those are little things that I can do to show my support. And of course, watch the video. But I'm not going to do that because this is a short clip from me. But anyway, those are my thoughts from today. I hope that you guys got something from it. I hope that you comment down below and let me know what's going on with you. What are your thoughts on the topics that I brought up? These are crazy times, folks. Be safe, be well. And from Costa Rica, Pura Vida.